Hi, Caitlin. Yeah, you can see this large pile of bricks right here. These were the bricks that were once on this street. They're now on the side of the building here at the Gallery of Tile. If we walk out into Law Street right now, you can see that 3 of the lanes here are still closed. The only one that's open is the far right one, the northbound lane over here. Police say a vehicle took out the fire hydrant over there before going down this embankment and crashing into the tree over there. That's when a Good Samaritan sprang into action. And Tom, just to give you an idea of how close that fire was, behind me right here, you can see the tree line where the fire was burning. And if I walk just a few feet this way, you can see the training center right there that was untouched by the fire. Live in Coloma, Paul Steeno, Local 5 News. Hi, Tom, Michelle. Yeah, on a normal day here in the Wolf River in Shiocton, they have a lot of these walkways where you can come out here and get a better view of the river. But look at it right now. It is several feet underneath the water. Unity has been a big theme throughout the week here at the Republican National Convention, and it's something that former President Donald Trump reiterated throughout his speech here on Thursday night. Hi, Tom. Yeah, I'm at the ice rink here in Titletown, and obviously, just take a look behind me. Look at all the people that are out here, but just wait until New Year's Eve. There's going to be even more people out here, and really all over Green Bay, especially since the Packers are back in town. That viral moment of Donald Trump's press conference from a garbage truck Wednesday,
I think we're going to have a big enough victory,
would not have been possible without these guys. It all started when Dan Robin, a waste industry professional, received an unusual text.
If I could get a garbage truck to the Trump rally, and I was kind of scratching my head going, I don't know how we're going to do this, but I'll definitely try.
Robin reached out to Andrew Bryson, the vice president of Loadmaster, who was able to get one of their trucks quickly down to the airport. That's when the decorating began.
This is actually one of the magnets that was on the side of the truck right here. And we just went to town and started putting things together.
The former president arriving in Green Bay and climbing into the garbage truck. Bryson was in the driver's seat with him.
How often does someone get to meet a presidential candidate too, right? And it's like, just to be able to take that opportunity, regardless of what candidate it is, like, you wouldn't pass something up like that.
Both men got an opportunity to meet the former president.
What did Mr. Trump say to you when you got to meet him?
You know, it was so quick. He actually said something to the rank of, thanks for getting this done. I shook his hand, said, no problem, Mr. President. And then he signed a $100 bill that he had and handed it to me.
And that bright orange safety vest that the former president wore in the truck and at the rally, consider it a gift from the same guy that made the garbage truck photo op possible.
I had just texted one of his assistants and saying, hey, is there any way I could get my vest back from President Trump? And he texted back, I don't think so right now. He's wearing it on stage. And I was like, what? Really?
A moment to tell their grandkids about someday, when they helped turn an everyday garbage truck into a viral moment. In Green Bay, Paul Steeno, Local 5 News.
another way, Jared.
A wild night in Outagamie County.
Former Representative John Lewis from the United States Congress once said to get in trouble, good trouble, necessary trouble.
Jay Gibbs and dozens of others showing up at the meeting demanding that Supervisor Tim Hermes resign after making what they perceived as anti-transgender comments at a previous meeting.
I hope they see concerned community members making their voices heard.
There was no official item on the agenda to address Hermes' comments, meaning those in attendance could not speak in public comment. But that did not stop the group from getting their message across.
Trans rights are human rights! Trans rights are human rights! Trans rights are human rights!
Board Chair Jeff Noonian put the meeting on pause when the group erupted into chants, county officials attempting to negotiate with the group. Before the meeting, those in support of and against Hermes clashing in a protest outside the county building.
If you're a woman, don't try to be a man.
Hate free Outagamie!
You're a woman.
Hate Make free out of gay meat!
Because he's spreading a lot of harmful rhetoric that isn't accurate about trans people and being trans, and that's just more damaging to society to spread false information.
Edward Perkins and about a dozen others were there to support Hermes, saying that the county supervisor has the right to free speech.
Basically what he's trying to say is there are two genders, the science, XX, and XY. We got it all in biology. Said I think he has been maligned.
Outagamie County attorneys said supervisors can verbally censure Hermes, but it's a process that will take some time. Although one supervisor got the ball rolling on it Tuesday night.
I will act within the rules. I will sponsor a censure motion.
In Outagamie County, Paul Steeno, Local 5 News. Broken pieces from multiple cars lay on the side of the road and in the snow on the corner of East Arndt Street and North Park Avenue. It's what's left over from a much wilder scene that played out here on Christmas.
We hear a great big bang, and we look out and here's this black car sitting in the middle of the road. And this guy gets out and he runs down the road.
Fond du Lac police officers say at 8:30 Christmas morning they received a call that a suspect, who was a convicted violent felon, had allegedly abused a woman, threatened to kill her, and taken her handgun. Police say when they found his car a few hours later, they attempted to stop it, but the suspect drove away at a high speed, leading officers on a short chase.
All right, well, he just blew the stop sign here at me.
The chase ending on the corner of East Arndt and North Park, when police say the suspect crashed into two civilian vehicles, injuring 3 people.
Like, it really interrupted everything. My daughter is a doctor, and she came out and took care of the lady right away. And she saw the car smoking and thought the thing was going to go on fire.
The suspect running away through the neighborhood after the crash as the police set up a perimeter. Neighbors say you can still see the footprints in the snow where he crossed through their backyards. One man said he caught footage of the suspect on one of his security cameras, saying at one point the suspect had tried to enter his home. Police said they arrested the suspect on East Follette, one street over from where the crash happened. Have you ever seen anything that crazy before in your 40 years
No,
in this neighborhood?
Not really, not that crazy. We saw a car flip over, but that was it. Other than that, nothing really.
Fond du Lac police officers say that authorities transported him to the Fond du Lac County Jail and that he will face multiple criminal charges for his actions. In Fond du Lac, Paul Steeno, Local 5 News.
It's everywhere. I can't stress that enough. It's in every community in Brown County.
A disturbing trend. According to the Brown County Drug Task Force, they seized about 250 grams of fentanyl in 2020. That number all the way up to nearly 10,000 grams last year.
It comes down to profit and addiction. It's incredibly addictive, and the profit margin is astronomical.
Fentanyl can have deadly consequences, as was the case for a De Pere man who overdosed on the drug at the beginning of December. A 15-year-old now charged with supplying him with the fentanyl. Deputies sharing this picture, a box filled with fentanyl pills, THC cartridges, and almost $4,000 in cash. The box found in the suspect's bedroom.
Every time we take a pill off the street, we're potentially saving a life.
Deputies say fentanyl use among teenagers is also on the rise.
Is start having those conversations before they're a teenager, right? Because generally when you get a little bit younger than that, they're still going to be open to what you have to say.
Executive Director of the Jackie Nitschke Center, Jason Lapfa, said that erratic behavior like lying, stealing, or skipping school can indicate drug use. He also encourages parents to know who their kids are hanging out with. But he says addiction can impact anybody at any age.
Then what's kind of the first step to providing that person help or support?
Come from a place of care and compassion. That is huge. Don't judge. Don't shame.
In Brown County, Paul Steeno, Local 5 News. It's not every day that you get to hang out with the Green Bay Packers.
And nothing but smiles, hugs and laughs and just joy and peace.
But that's exactly what Molly Teitgen,
Hey, Kenny, this is the game I was talking about.
And several hundred other athletes competing at the Special Olympics Wisconsin Spring Games got to experience on Saturday.
Really awesome. I'm a big Packer fan.
The Packers tailgate tour bus pulling up. Current and former Packers players stepping off the bus to a hero's welcome, taking hundreds of pictures, signing autographs, hanging out with the athletes, and watching them compete in basketball and in swimming.
Throughout all the adversity that they face, and they still out here, finding a way to have fun, have a smile on their face.
The most pure form of sports, where fun and joy is at the heart of everything that goes on here.
Just, we have a good time and everyone enjoys, and we have after all the games, we have a big dance. We just dance away,
Brotherhood, everybody's showing love to each other, and it just feels good to be a part of that environment.
As the Packers' visit came to an end, one more moment of pure joy. The team surprising Special Olympics Wisconsin with a $250,000 check that will go towards their sports programming. In Oshkosh, Paul Steeno, Local 5 News.